One trip to Home Depot and then Harbor Freight as well later, and about $100. We got our 240 set up. Well, the precursors to do our 240 setup. I make a little. So my problem is that I have a 4 plug in the back that I'm gonna run this from my from my oven, and that takes 4 prongs. And so we have the 120 little twist lock on the back of the welder, and that goes to a 120, but the 120 isn't providing us with enough amperage to cook up our alloy aluminum. So we got this 240 set up, so let's bust that out. Okay, and here's the little 240 dongle that comes with our welder. You can see there's a twist lock. We're gonna extend it over there, but it's pretty short, so to get over to the oven, and that's gonna be fun pulling that back and plugging this bad boy in. Yeah, we're gonna have to use this extension cord. So yeah, so here's our little adapter. They make a little thing that you can buy that's got a little 4-head prong and then like a 3-prong female like this. See, like that? We're gonna plug ours into that. This is gonna be coming out of there, plugging into the wall, and then right there our cable's gonna plug into that, and then the back of our welder. So hopefully with that we should have enough amperage to finally be able to TIG weld some aluminum. But let's make this up, since I was so impatient to wait for. I didn't want to wait for the one that was one piece to, like, they didn't have it in store, so I'm not patient. So I'm not gonna ship it. We're just gonna make it. Nice and sharp. Ooh, fancy. So yeah, I think this is designed to kind of go on a wall, but we're just gonna let the box hang. So yeah, the only difference between a 3-prong like this and the 4-prong like this that we have coming out of our wall, well, for one, their size. You can't just, one's not just this one's not just missing this little thing. What this is a ground, too. You got a hot 120 volts, another hot 120 volt, the same one here, 120 volt, 120 volt, and then a neutral, which is, you know, basically unused in a 240 machine anyway, pretty much. Well, I don't know. I'm sure that's not true, but these are what you're using when you're trying to get 240 volts. If you run your voltmeter across these two, you're gonna get 240. Same with these two. If you run between these two, or, you know, say these two, same on the other one, you're only gonna get, or, you know, say these two, you're only gonna get 120 volts. So this one's just missing the ground. So here's a ground, here's not a ground. You ever seen like a regular power cable? It's got 2 prongs. Same deal. That's just a hot and a neutral, and the ones that have the little thingy right there's got a ground. So yeah, so we're just gonna. So here it is too. So here we got hot. Those are those 2 prongs I was showing. Here's this thingy right here. That's this. That's the. I know that's this. That's this, the neutral. That's this little doohickey. On regular plugs, that would be this, which would be the ground. But on these big ones, they come with just these 3 for that one. And then this big one right here, that's what this guy is connected to, this green one. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Yeah, and this stuff's really important to kind of get right, because, like, the 240 volt, so you can't just stick these and then cap this one and then just use some electrical tape, because that'll catch on fire, almost definitely. Yeah, I've seen people do it for like 120 volt like RV power lines, and they would just like wrap it in bag and then, you know, electrical tape it to insulate it, and the whole thing would melt and the wires would re-expose, and oh gosh, lovely, just absolutely lovely. So yeah, we're not going to do that, since this welder is going to draw so much power to be able to weld aluminum. So let's hook this box up to this cable. Nice. I didn't have a, so there's a little, looks like there's a little knockout right here, and I didn't have a little insert, but it looks like this one comes with one, so we'll probably just try to make that go like so, and then we'll just cap this green one. Oh yeah, we get to bust out the electrician tools. This is always so much fun. I love this thing so much. It's one of my favorite tools. Boop. You got yourself an insulated screwdriver. You want to take it off? Doop. I love this thing so much. All right, and then we'll take the old installation pliers, kind of loosen that a little bit, and then we're gonna knock this punch out. Just kind of pull that out, just like that. Okay, so this isn't exactly how this is supposed to go. You're supposed to put kind of like a knockout in here, but see, this thing's got a little. We did that bigger ring on the inside. We did this one, and then where is it? Oh well, yeah. We knocked that bigger ring out so we could put this thing in there. So we're gonna tighten this down, and we're gonna attach these wires. All right, I wasn't made to go in there by any means, I don't think, but that'll work, and we'll attach this ground wire to this box, and then that'll ground everything. So, all right, so here's a little piece of hardware that it came with, a little slotted machine screw, and then here's a washer that I had out, or a washer, a nut that I had out of the old nut pile. So now let's all right, there we go, easy peasy. Let's do the other three. Okay, and when in doubt, always look things up. So we're looking kind of right here. So this is the one that we got right here, with the red's gonna go like right there to this one is what it looks like. And then we just want to make sure that we have the one for the 4-prong lined up also. So let's see, so you're like this one right here, looking at it like that. Let's see, it says that red one. It says that red one's gonna be like this one right here. So after I get it all together, we're just gonna take a continuity tester and make sure that they all come out the same place, because you'd hate to have your poles crossed on something as powerful as this. Kaboom! Wouldn't be the first time. Alright, so that's what both of the hots look like connected. So now let's go ahead and connect that neutral right there. And then we should be able to put this little box cover on, and then we've got our adapter made. Boom, looking pretty good. Alright, we're going to put those are already kind of snug. I think they might just go in the box. We're going to put a zip tie down here just to kind of hold those together. Make sure nothing comes out of place. Alright, there's that. Looking pretty good. You want to make sure none of these touch, or they go kaboom. Alright, we got the old hyper junk busted out. Now we're just going to flip it over to the old beep beep mode. Alright, cool. So now we're going to make sure these are in the right place. Yeah, I think I got these flippy floppied. I was looking at it like this, old dyslexic brain, and those were all female plugs that I was showing. I got a male and a female, so I think, yeah, I got one of these. This one ought to be, yeah, this one ought to be this one. It's this one. So I don't know if it matters if you cross these two poles. They're both just 120 lines, and I don't know. We're gonna switch them anyway. All right, there we go. According to this website here, now we got them plugged into the. Oh, we got them plugged into the right side. All right, yeah, that should be the red hot, the line. And that should be the other side. Perfect. Let's put the box on. Oh yeah, that's real professional. Look at this little thingy sticking out. Oh, yeah. Twice as sketchy and more expensive than waiting a single day, but gotta love it. All right, now let's bust open the extension cord and let's start putting this together. La, comes a little cappy cap. I'm sure I won't lose that instantly. Wow. These are the good times. All right, so here's the 120 volt dongle for the welder. So we're gonna go ahead and check. Here's the 241. So here's where the twist lock would plug in, but instead of putting that in there, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pop the top. Oh, it's already popped apparently. And we're gonna stick her in. That's a good thing I kept my receipt, because this is a 4-prong twist lock. And that's a 3-prong. Man, awesome.